Good morning. Let's see if everything works. Is screen fine? Sounds okay. Kan Henk kijken op YouTube anders? Kan Henk kijken op YouTube? Als ik kijk, scherp ook. Je kan chat meekijken. Er is nog iemand op meekijken. Ah, perfect. Love to hear it. Dan ben ik al hier. En dan live meekijken. Dan ga ik wel door naar welke ik er ben. Okay, I'll get myself a drink and I'll be ready here. I'll go over the trade, what I took yesterday in Discord. And then... Nee, vandaag doe ik niet. Dat is rechtstreeks in chat. Maar moet het eigenlijk wel schrijven, bijvoorbeeld. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, let's take some stuff off the screen first. No, not that one. This one I still need. FOMC did some nice movements. Was that on FMC? Damn, that was 180 100-point drop? 200-point drop. Jeez. Who was trading this yesterday? Who was still after the screens? I wasn't, so, but that was a nice drop. 230 points. And then immediately back up. What, 300 points? 330 points up. Whew. And for me, it was late night, so I wasn't doing this, but that's just, what a move. So in the opening session, we made about, I believe, an hour and a bit, an hour and a half, something like that. We could have made 3 if we hit it this for value gap just above here. We did hit it a little bit later, but we got stopped and the movement back to the lows. Yesterday was a good session. We took a little bit of profit on the morning session when this one was falling after we took liquidity up here. We took, after the sweep of London that New York did, we took a long on here. So some people took profit just before we hit the upper value gap. I took actually in the way back when it came back down. So for today's first view, let's take a look where we are at. And that's a very bullish candle. Let me take these drawings off. Looks like higher prices are mostly welcome. We do have, again, a bit of a gap. So keep in mind that we have this daily opening gap here again. Morning, Ketchup and Mayo. Good morning, DTN. Those are like cats named like that. I remember. I asked you to. It was very funny to read that one in the morning session. Okay. Yeah, I would believe that we go up. Maybe a little bounce somewhere in in this area. Would be nice now if in this little session that we just get a sweep here before we actually drop lower. Then would be a nice short to this daily open gap. That's what I would love to see. Actually, same as yesterday what we had. Because the pre-op immediately wanted to drop. We took in a half hour and that was given back like in 2 minutes. Then after the sweep, we took another trade down. And then actually if I look back at it, we could have held that a lot longer because actually we were in after the sweep here. So it dropped actually quite something and we got out after the low on this one. So we could have held a bit longer. So next time I will take 80% out, maybe 90% out, and let's one run to see how far we can go actually. For everybody new on the stream, I'm John, and I do it with love. Let's see how many. Thank you, Cole. I'll see, we always have good people here. If you want me to explain all the models, let me know too, so that I can go over it. It would actually very be nice now if we took this liquidity out here and then see it move up, take out the upper liquidity from the tops, and then have this huge drop down. Okay, for everybody that's in the bootcamp, I can only say I hope you done your sentences this morning, or at least one thing that I asked you to do. I know it can feel a lot at the beginning, but I just want to increase the speed that you guys get profitable. That's all. And you got to ask yourself too, how much do I actually want to be a trader? And yes, you will have to sacrifice a few things. Maybe less TV time, maybe less time for the kids for a minute. It's only 12 weeks. Afterwards, you can actually increase the time again. It's only a 12-week course. That's about 3 months of your life that you actually have to spend in educating yourself, and that's way less than I ever have done. So you can imagine if you have the freedom afterwards to do what you want and only have to sit here 2 hours a day, the time will get back to it. So 3 months to get a lifetime of freedom. That's an easy one for me. I would do that instantly. But I do want you guys to do the exercises. I know some things are actually very easy. So it's just like downloading stuff. Start with that at least. You have done at least one thing then. So I would be I would be grateful, at least if you have done that already. Because I know not everybody has done anything, and there is still a lot that has not been done. So I'm hoping that you guys can actually do it directly. Give it to me. I'll give it to Initia. Make sure you send it through. I'm following up, and there are 36 people in the bootcamp, and I only received like 15 messages, something like that, maybe a little bit more. So I'm missing a few people, a few humans. I know 3 that couldn't be there. So okay. 1, 2, nee, de messages in totaal. Hoeveel er had het? Dat zijn toch geen 30? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ik heb 1. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Huh? 17, 18, 19. See, I got 22 messages. So we are missing about 14 people. So at least send to Initia Bootcamp so that we can actually follow you up. If you don't feel like doing it, that's okay. But I will not take my energy and put it in you. Then you will have to actually do something. I'm here to do it for free and I want to help, but you will have to show your side too that you actually want to do something and learn, because otherwise I will be wasting my time anyway. If you don't have the time even to send bootcamp to Initia, that means that you actually have not read anything that I've posted in Discord. So I'm okay with it. So, but just be okay with it for yourself too. Then that I will not take my time and put it in you afterwards. I hope I know everybody understands this, but just to let you know, everybody that already sent bootcamp, I'm grateful that you already did that. So step by step, do something built. So some people are actually going great too. So I have to say, most of them are doing great. That already sent, so happy for that. Just giving an extra push for the people that need to still start, because actually I want to start next week and trading live again with all of you and making sure that you actually can do this. Because if I don't see your journal and I don't see and I don't see your results, I cannot help. So, and it's for yourself, your mindset. It could be that it's yeah. Sta in Discord, ben hem doorsturen. So we have our rage. Yeah, if this one continues lower, we will definitely go to one of these gaps just below here. So we still have some range. First point of view would have actually be this first 1 hour FEG here, and then see how it reacts on this, and then continue, of course, to the second one. And if we get that luck again, we actually will go to that daily open gap. If this falls, I will take it, and if London decides to take it out one more time to the top, we will re-enter and then follow up again. I will take both, so we will see which one that delivers. If it's not the pre-market, definitely that London will take out. I would have preferred that it take out Asia here at the first time, but if it decides to go lower, I will just follow and see where it heads. This is about 20 points stop. We do have one FEG inside. Do we have some smaller ones? This one is upfilled, so actually we could have put here. So no, we don't have to have 20 point stop. We actually can reduce it by 11. Make it 11 point stop. So 11, that's 22 per point. So that means 22 divided by 200 by 26. I mean, a minimum of 8 contracts inside. If you have a 200 point stop, of $200 stop. If you have a bigger one, count for yourself. So it's just $2 per point. So if you've never done this, take your measurement on the left side, measure how far this is. If this is 10 points, each point point is the same as $2. If you're trading MNQ, if you're trading Nasdaq, that's $20 per point. This is how you can calculate this easy. Yeah, stop should be here at least. If we fall immediately, we got another. We didn't breach it, so we got another 5 minutes. Reason why the stop is there. There's a fair value gap right here. We do have to put down the stop at the high, at the wick above it. Unless this candle now closes this up, that would be great. Then we actually have a different stop. That we could have put it halfway. That's max. So we're trading against the major trend at this point. So we will take profit quite fast. Let me say it like that. We will let it run, of course, if we have the chance to get it to daily opening gap. That would be amazing, of course. But we will definitely be careful once we hit that 1 hour FEG right here and see how it works or how it gets out. So this would be at least, if we could take this 1 hour plus, 1.3, 1.5, maybe a 2 hour if we get it to the bottom of the fair value gap already. So we will see how much we get out of it. If we can hold it to that daily opening gap, that would be a 4 or 5 hour, 5.7. But this will definitely take like the whole morning. That can actually be easy until noon, till 12 o'clock, until we get there. Do we have news today? Hey, ding openstaan. Hey, trade, zo openstaan. Nice one, Blake. Good work. Good morning, Tanner. Isbel. Good morning, Omar. The last name I cannot pronounce. Sorry, guys. I cannot even read that. Did we? No, I'm not in a trade yet. You will hear me say, and I'll definitely put it on the screen if I'm in something. Can you type a name in English? Some of what? Sorry, my friend. You just said good morning to me, but I actually Anthony. Okay, that's easier to say. Thank you. No, you will hear me yell at if I'm in a trade. Yeah, that's a language actually I can't read yet. So like I said, just when I started, I would love to see actually London sweep this here. That would be great. If we get this push up and then the way down, we will have a wonderful trade. If we have to follow immediately, we will see then. Kijk, we hebben nieuws in. Hier. Ja, net erboven. So we got French CPI at quarter to 50 minutes. And we got German employment rates at 5 before 10. So we do have some news. And it's not out yet. Swiss retail sales should be out. It's about. And 5 minutes we have Swiss retail sales. So we will see what happens. So no close. I would be actually good if that Swiss retail sales goes great. We could have that sweep that I was hoping for. So I actually trade two models. The first model is the pre-orb session that I trade. Second model that I have is actually after a time-based sweep, we take a 1 minute entry once I see a change in state of delivery, and then we actually follow down to the movement that the market wants to make. So we actually have a very small stop there, but you get a huge amount of art collection when it does. We took that one yesterday and we delivered. We could have gotten more out of it if I added every time. But I was very happy with what I could deliver. So for everybody new in the channel, actually, please journal all your trades. That's the first thing you must do as a trader. It helps a lot. Especially mindset, it will help. It will help you in a later state too if your trades sometimes do not go correct, that you can actually see where it happens or what you've done. It will give you a lot of self-knowledge. Bless you.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Upside down. So that's
So the reason why I'm not the most normal trader is because I add to my trades where most people do not dare to add. So we are adding to our winnings and we are taking contracts off of our not winning trades. We do let them hit our SL if it's needed, but we actually constantly add to the trades so that we actually make in the same movement that we already doing is actually multiple trades entries, so that we actually can increase the profit for just the same amount of points that we take without increasing the risk. So we make sure that we never are above 1 hour at risk all the time, so that we actually can deliver. I keep a bootcamp journal at this point, so especially for the bootcamp itself, I make sure that every trade I took on stream or that I shared in Discord will be in it. And anybody that's in it, I do want you all by next week definitely at least trading a little bit with me, so that you get all the emotions come out. Because if you're not trading live, you will not feel them, and you will have to go through them anyways. You cannot skip that part. I can help you navigate through it, but you'll still have to do it. That's why I start with mindset. That's why I gave you already the meditation program to use it. It's actually will help you relax while you trade. I've been doing it for 5 years now, so I still can use it every day. And that's the best me time that I have, actually. So that's actually the 1 hour in a day that is completely for myself. Only on YouTube at this point. Remember, I was still a paying customer in Playbit, so I am still a paying customer at this point. So this does look like it wants to go lower. So if this continues, I will definitely jump in, and we still have 5 minutes, so we did not have a close outside. That was this candle. Let's hope it keeps. So the good thing is that actually we filled up the liquidity, so we can actually put our stop at this high. So it reduces a bit of points. The reason why is actually we came down, we swept that liquidity, we closed that FEG completely, and now we're actually falling further down. So we still would have, it depends on how far it goes, 40 point stop. So same, how to measure it is these kind of points divided by the amount of R, dollars R that you actually have, and that's the amount of contracts you can put in that trade. Let's take a look if this is still doable. That's still 1.4. If we have a small retracement somewhere in a 5 minute, that would be actually perfect adding place. If we can take it at least to here, that's still a 4. And if we do get to the session low, that's a 6 or 7. So that would be that daily gap. It's still definitely a valid trade. Het is niet altijd dat je de sweep hebt. Hè. Je hebt hem niet altijd hè, in de sessie. Er zit iemand in de groep die hem ook wel doet. Dus ik kan hem wel doen wat hij... Oh. We have 1 minute FEGs. Oh, we still have 1 minute FEG here that's not filled up yet. So sorry, stop still needs to be here. So that's just above halfway. If anybody is reading already on the book Best Loser Wins, congratulations yourself. You're actually doing stuff. That's good. So 1 more minute. That is a 20-point stop for me. So that means if you have $300 stops, that means divided by 20. So this is 1 more minute. If this closes here, I'll enter this. I do want to take this to the low, at least to here. Moet doen ook, ja, maar Jan. Met Jan van het Hij niet, wil je niet? Oh, eentje van mij dan. Nee. Wat? Ja. Oh ja. That's 17 points. 17 points divided by 200. Divided by 17. Divided by 2. So that's 5. So I meant that this would, yeah. So I meant this short. I want to take this at least to 23,730. So if this comes back and taps us out, I will wait for the sweep then to continue lower. Stop is at this wick, so 23,800. I do want to see a nice continuation here. So like I said, if it does take us out on the top part, we will have patience until we have their entry, the second entry. And all we can do is just be patient, have patience. I'll put it on a 5 minute. It's easier. We entered with a 5 minutes. So if we have a drop, we get ready to do for value gap. We have a retest of that. We enter a new trade, and we follow the market lower. Yeah, I'm still a rising star. Amibella. Yeah, I just entered the trade. I've been traveling for 3 weeks and have missed the port. What happened, John? You mean on Playbit? I'm still allowed to. Yeah, okay. I'm still allowed to do it. And first of all, look, I'll. I actually asked him to mention it so that I could send it to everybody live in the Discord. I sent him a text that I wanted to share, and he asked me not to share it. So somebody said that I was not honest, or he got a message that I was not honest. Look, I'll even read that message. I've done this a few times already, so I don't mind. I'll read the message. I asked him to send it, so it was easier. So I joined a few streams of his. He lost all setups. None of them made any sense of me from liquidity standpoints. And he put 3 stop losses. After that, out of nowhere, he put a setup that he never mentioned anywhere and has a 5 on his journal. This was actually something I shared him to, so I shared him which trade it was. It was an orb. Actually, the one orb that everybody knew that was going to work and went to all-time high. I took that one and I added one time, so it made a 5-4. And he said that he doesn't believe me, so Dai asked me to step down. So what did I say? I see. I must have thought you streamed it or something. So I said that Nix was streaming this and Hunter was streaming that at that point. So it was no point of me even showing my entries. And he said, I'm trying to figure out why he complained, and I don't understand it. So I also don't watch your stream. So okay. So he asked me to not stream until they figure out what was happening. So no need to. And then I asked, can I at least do I get the honor to share in the Rising Star that I will not be streaming anymore? He said, yes, you can do this. And I sent to him, starting Monday, I will no longer stream online in the Futures and Friends. I truly enjoyed this for you, and I'm sure many people learned a lot from it. Not everybody believes I've been completely honest, and that's okay. I always done it with love and gratitude, hoping that you helped you forward. Enjoy trading time in London. And then he said, no need to steer things up right now. We will be auditing and seeing if it's worth moving forward with it. And afterwards, he said, we will be having you regaining access soon. Don't worry about it. So he actually said that I was able to do it again. So I'm okay with it. So I'm streaming here at this point, still helping you all. You can still find me. So if you want to find me, you will definitely find the channel. So this is so much WhatsApp at this point. So I believe I can still do it, but actually it helps me grow my channel here. So it's also good for me. Now, this is the last time I'm explaining this. And I'm very grateful for him. He's a good trader. He's a good mentor too. And he has a very good group. But everything that I was doing was actually still 100% my own time that I took into it. I even met him in London. So I would not take the time even to go there if I was not serious about trading together and growing something. But yeah, I understand that he gets, if somebody asks something and they cannot follow my logic or they maybe don't resonate with me, I never said that you have to take this. I never said London was easy to trade. You have to have a good mindset, and some people don't just don't want to take responsibility for their own actions and they put it on somebody else. And that's okay, but you'll never be a good trader if you do that. If as a trader you need to take every trade that you take responsible for yourself. I can show you a trade model, but you still have to do it. I do not press the button on your side, even if I take it or yes or no. There is still a 50% chance that the market does something different. There's a higher probability even, like I said, this orb would be higher probability if we swept Asia high. If we swept the Asia high and then continued lower, we had a bigger probability that we could fall lower. So in the meantime, I'm having a bootcamp in. That was actually something I wanted to join together with him. Want to talk about it, but it is what it is. I'm okay with it. I'm grateful that I had the chance to help some people. And I actually know who it is that if you watch what's 3 or 3 back, you will see who actually sent that message. He was actually very helpful for the channel. He chatted a lot. that was actually the first movie that had that many views. So okay, this looks like it does wants to return. So we still had that one small gap that we can take, but if it does go any higher, Here it actually should go down again because we swapped now this part of liquidity. We did take some hourly liquidity too. We got about 15 minutes in this hour, so we should see slowly moving lower again. Wat een kwart voor 9 moet ik nieuws zeker. Oké, dat is juist even. Sorry for my Flemish speaking. Was to my wife. Yeah, quarter to 9 we also have. So this is CPI now. What comes out? I'll take the journal. This will probably not go correct. $11:30 and 11:45. So we're now on 5 trades in the bootcamp that we took. A pre-orb with a lot of news. No sweep of Asia high. $11:30. So if you're trading this, be okay with what you put in. So this is the biggest thing that traders need to learn. That is actually to let go of a trade and actually to have confidence in what they do, or just have faith in what they do, and repeat it, because people actually can't do this. This is why people are not profitable in trading. First of all, they don't take responsibility for the action that they do. The second one, they actually don't have faith in their own model. We were in this trade yesterday down here in stream, so you can watch it. I put it online today, so I think it was in here. Oh wait, what was it? Yeah. So after this sweep here, we entered, and this was a long trade session. So this was an hour and a half, constantly going up, down, and this was a long session for us that we were in here, and everybody held through it. So congratulations. And actually, we didn't move anything. So we put the stops at the low. We actually were here constantly coming to our stop. We re-entered, and this was the high that actually got stopped. And in this candle back down, we got stopped. But this was a long time for this trading session. So we entered somewhere here. So this took at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of sideways movement. Yeah, almost 2 hours sideways movement with only a 30-40 point move. So sitting in a trade and doing nothing is also very good, because you learn a lot. We preset that stop, so we can always choose this. How much you put in it, that's your own choice. We cannot predict that this will happen. We can only be patient. And then repeat. That's all you have to do. It's very easy. It's just it's not easy for traders. I'm still figuring out why. I believe it's fate, because we are actually trained to have fear too much. You can see it even if you watch outside. You can see everywhere people are having fear for everything. Just watch a parent that a kid has a new bike and he wants to drive. See how many times they said, "Go on the stoop, cars will pass by. Be careful." It's for good, of course, but they're scared. It's some kind of fear because they're fearful that something will happen that's actually didn't happen yet. I know it's for the best of it, the kid, but still, it's fear, and they put it in the mind from kids off. Stay in school. You have to have good grades or. Oh, Twitzella code, Casper 2024. I'll put in chat. It's not mine actually. It's actually from Casper. Yeah, honestly, one of my bad habits is having faith. One of my not good habits is having faith and taking. Yeah, see. Hey, I've been that I've been down that road already. Getting out of trades too early. See, yeah, see here too. If we took this trade now and I would get out here and then jump back in, this would cost me more. So that would be not smart. The smartest thing is just if you put into a trade, just leave it. It's okay. If you have not easy by doing this, I would suggest just put 1 or 2 contracts maximum inside to a point where you actually still feel okay with that money giving. And do remember, it's if you're trading a prop firm, it's fake money. It's not real people. We're not even trading live accounts. We paid $150 for maximum for a complete account, where you get fake money to trade with. So it does make real money at the end, but it's fake money when you're trading with. So keep it in your brain that it's actually no money. See it as a poker game without playing with real money. How many times would you bluff that you have a full house in your hand to say that you will go all in or anything like that? I've seen it happen, so I know it's done a lot of times when I was a bit younger. And this is just the same. So see it as it's not real. It's educational money that you put in for actually then afterwards getting the result that you need. And if you don't have $150 laying around, or between $1,000 and $2,000, you actually have to have or laying around that you don't need. If you do need them, please just get the job first. Get some income that you actually feel safe for trading. It's out of the goodness of my heart I'm saying this. It's not out of you have to, you just have to be out of the money thoughts, because trading is a process and not a journey, and not the goal. So the end goal is making money, but that's not what you have to do in trading. You don't have to be focused on money. You have to be focused on the process, and that's doing. So that's why I gave you guys a lot of things to do, that you actually start doing things the right way. Me and my wife talked about this yesterday too. So we all have a goal mindset. So we all have the mindsets that we can see the vision where we want to get there, but the process and the action taking is what most people lack. Getting out of trades too early. Yeah, see, this can happen, but can you also say me ketchup? Oh yeah, you do make me laugh every day. If you have to say this to your cats, really, I would laugh all day. Uh, can you tell me why you get out early, or do you recognize why you get out early? So this can help people too. So look, everybody that's honest here and honestly chatting to each other and telling you why something happens also helps other people recognize them. I've done it all. Felt it all. So the only thing that I can say is one model, one entry model. That's all you need. One entry model. That's all. And keep doing it. That's it. It's so easy. So if London opens in about 4 minutes and it stops us to the high and it has a nice swing lower, we definitely will take that entry again. And do have an entry model at least. If you don't have one, look me up and go find me in Discord somewhere. Give me a chat. I'll set up a nice entry model that you can use. This will probably be our stop in about 5 minutes. I believe London will sweep the high. Still in it. Nothing happened. Do know if you're trading real money, you would be out of it. This is 1 point of left, half point. Yeah, you'd definitely be out of this one. I'm not sure I'm still in. I can't see at this point. I'm watching NQ instead of NMQ. I'm still in. That was very close. I came to a quarter of my. So if you do trading real life money, guys, you would definitely be out here. The reason why is the spread. If you never heard of this, if you ever trade real life money, you will definitely have to increase your stops by at least a point or two higher than you actually would put it, just to keep the spread out of it. This is how brokers make a lot of money. Because the spread they can put into their pockets. And they are announced in front of you before you actually have to take a trade. You know exactly how much spread they take. So if you ever go to a live broker, actually look that up, how much that is. It's very important to know. So 4 minutes to open. So if you didn't take yourself out here, that would be then you're good. So you had the mindset to withstand coming this up. So look, if you have the not easy to stay in a trade, do it like I do. Watch TradingView and trade on a different thing and close that site. Once you enter the trade, you put your stop, you put your TP, close the site. Until we need to do some other action. So we could be here for the next 2 hours until something happens. The reason why you should do this is it helps your mindset. You don't see P&Ls go up and down, so your brain doesn't get triggered by fake money movement or not real money movement. Because your brain makes it real. And that's why you get emotions in it. But I'm sure that everybody in here likes to have some dinner and something to eat or something to drink. So if you ever do, I believe you pay more than 150 for that. So go drink something less at a weekend. If you would go out here in Belgium and just have a night out, you would pay more than $150. Anyways. Okay, if you're in a different country, it could be maybe cheaper. So the next 2 minutes, we will definitely see what London wants to do. Like I said, if this gets swept and we have a next entry model, we probably will be having a very small stop and then we can it. But if pre-London keeps doing this, I'll probably stop trading it until we have the sweep. I'm trading it on one account now instead of all of them. Because the stats on pre-order the last month was really not good. And I'm still taking it, so I do believe in the model, but I do need to adjust to if the model keeps not giving me what I want it to give then you actually need to stop doing it, because otherwise you would just keep giving to the market, and that's not what we want. We want to make money, of course. We had two pre-orbs that worked perfectly. We had about 5 to 6 arm made out of that one. So 1 minute to open. I do believe we will get that touch. So this is open. Let's see what happens. Honey. Yeah, this will sound great. So there is also a reason why I put my stop there. If you don't know why, please ask so I can explain again, because that is actually the most important part of this strategy, how and where to put your stop. The reason why I didn't put it halfway is there was still a small fair value gap that was not completely tapped. That's why I put it on this high, on this height. Can you explain that again? Of course. So the reason why was actually here. For me, this, there was an FEG here that wasn't filled up. Where was it? I saw one fair value gap that didn't feel like was filled up completely. This gap here was this very small gap here that I actually saw some. Where did I see it? What time zone was it on? No, which was it? Yeah, this gap was it. Yeah, this was the main reason why. So this is 3 minutes. This gap still showed me they like to fill up these gaps before continuing a move. So this was not filled up with this wick here. So I put my stop at this high here. So the previous candle's high actually. So it should actually be this high. So it should actually be 2381. So anything that has a small gap or fair value gap still left in this orb range, you put your stop just at the wicks high to the previous candle before it. So this one, this was the gap from this candle here. So we take the previous candle's high, so you can put your stop there. If there are no fair value gaps at all, or no gaps still open, and everything is filled up till the wick to wick, it's okay. But not, so if we have this wick and we still have like a meteor gap like here, so if we this small gap, something like this is still open, it will get filled up. So make sure you actually see all of them, because this is the most important. If you can't see them all, just take the top, then you're always sure. Because 50% is actually 80% not correct. So most people just put it on 50%, but I've figured out it actually doesn't work on 50%. So there was small, look, just this small cap was actually the reason why. And you have to take the 1, the 2, the 3, the 5, and the 15. So these are the only minutes you have to look in. But you have to take them all. You have to take a look at them all and see what happens. So now we actually bounced off this 5-minute fair value gap right here. We tapped that. So if we do not go lower in the next minute, that will be our stop. I'm 100% sure. Let's take a look in how this hourly looks. Still patient. We're in this trade anyway, so we can't do much. Just need to be calm and relaxing. And if not, write down what you feel, what's coming out. Who here journals all his trades? Look, I'll even give you a gift. Here. If you don't journal, take this one. Make a copy of it. You got a free journal. Good one, Carl. I took this way too long. I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't do this when I was younger. I did it on paper, sometimes not, sometimes not, and this was actually reducing my probability of being profitable because I would constantly talk not smart things to myself. Do this immediately. You can take a copy, put your name on top of it, and so what can you do? I'll go over with screen sharing. You go here. So this will be a bit different. It's my language, of course. And then here, make a copy. If you press make a copy, this, put your name into it, make a copy. You will have a new drive open and then save that. So you have a free journal. What do you have to do? Leave the top one in. Just add both the upper one in, and the rest you can just fill in. You will have a nicely complete full journal. It's not mine. I got it through Playbit, so I'm grateful for that. He has a wonderful trading journal. But this will help you at least to get everything done. See, yeah, it is, Cole. That's very correctly. I have just the same idea about it. Now, actually, this fair value gap did not hold because actually we swept the low. Or did we not? Oh, we did not. Oh, this looked different on the 15 minutes. So if this fair value gap should not hold of have any value, we should actually be able to sweep this one. So if we touch this just by a wick, we know that the market will definitely go lower. But still, if you did not push anything and you are still in this trade together, be already proud of yourself that you managed not to do anything. Because trading will test your skills and not doing anything. It will test you how. We will test every emotion that you will ever have in life too. But you'll get used to it. It just takes some time. We all have to go through this process. That's the only thing that you actually need to learn after journaling. The journaling is actually for getting faith in a model. The second time is just doing it live, and then you have to resist every movement that the market makes and just follow that plan. Put it on your put it on your keyboard, and put steps on it. So entry model, where to enter, how to enter. I'll be here for maximum another hour, maybe 40 minutes. 48. Yeah, so I got about them. Give me 25 more minutes. I got bootcamp in about an hour from now, 50 minutes. So I got about a half hour off of screen in between. And if you're new in trading, do not trade longer than 2 hours a day in a row. So that means if you're here from 8 till 10, get off the screens. You'll not have the focus anymore to actually see the movements that you should do. It's something that actually will help you become more profitable too. Because sitting here, like this is not doing anything. So if we sit here, yes or no, and we just close the books, this would have been happening and nothing would have happened. We would still be here. If we came back, if we closed after the entry and we came back an hour later, we would still be in the same trade. So trading gives freedom, but it gives also a lot of responsibility for yourself. So always be responsible for the actions you take. What do I love to see in this trade now? So I do love some movement lower. That would be actually nice to see. The next 4 minutes, this does needs to push lower again. Say in the last 2 minutes of this candle, it should push lower. No, it's not important. You can choose if you want to fill this one in. So EMA means actually, are you trading with the trend or against the trend? So in a major trend, we would say it's against. I don't use it. Like I said, it's actually Playbit's journal. I just made a copy of it. It's very easy. It's very organized. So everything is in it, what you should be in it. So if you use the time, it's when you trade, the dates, if it's a long or a short, this is important. Actually, there should be one more after here. So that's emotions, if you have them, and also fill that in. That would be an extra one that's actually shouldn't be in. EMA base, this actually doesn't need to be in it because you could trade with or against the trend. It doesn't actually matter at all. If you have a model, you don't watch trends or how the market moves. You just do it here. Afterwards, you can see how much profits we make, how much trades we took, how long it's in it. So this is the new model that I've been testing. It actually works perfectly fine. I made in a few days. How much? Took 21 hours, but only a 47% accurate. So it's not very accurate, but it does give you a lot more losses than wins, but a huge amount of R. So you need to be a good loser here, or a good person that can take a hit, because if you can't, this model will not be for you. So it's just to if you only have like the last model that I gave yesterday on stream and what I actually entered, it only has like a 44% accuracy. So that means 60% of your trades will not go correct and you'll still make a lot of money. But then you have to actually be able to take a hit. So good money management, never go over your rules, always have them. Make sure you always enter the same amount in a trade, never reduce, because otherwise you won't get the profits too if it goes correctly. But then you have to have your mindset in control. So if this now not goes correct, this trade, be okay with it. It's just a trade. Look at the outcome of 100 trades, not one. So this is why we backtest first, so that you can have at least 100 to 200 trades at the same time, always same amount put into it, and you can see that it works. That's just for your brain, not for yourself, for your brain actually to know that the model works. And if you don't have faith then afterwards because it went 3 to 4 times not correct in live, put that paper in front of you, watch it again, and take the trade again. Like I got yesterday spanked from my wife that I didn't put a full R in it. And I She was correct. I should have put the full R in it. A trade is a trade. I still feel the same feelings that you guys have. We just, I can just don't listen to it anymore. So they will always be there. You will just recognize them and you can let them go. Oh my. You can actually join my Discord if you want to. Want to join it? I'll give you an invite. You'll be not able to join the bootcamp at this point because I'm full, but I can show you there is more value than that in my channel. So the models are in here, so you can actually just use them. Wait, I'll send the invite on thing. It depends on if you can still join the bootcamp. If those other 12 people do not send bootcamp, there will be a space coming open. I give them. I will make a nice report of it. I will give them for another 2.5 weeks, maybe 3, because it's vacation. But then they actually need to be there because otherwise they will walk way behind schedule that I actually want them to be. But yeah, everybody chooses his own destiny in life. I can only help the people that are ready to listen and to learn. I just want to reduce the time that you are not profitable and become profitable. I would love to have somebody here sitting beside me and teaching me this way when I started out. I probably would be a bit stubborn by listening too, but at the end, if I was back at the starting point and I could talk to my younger self, I would say journal and have one entry model. And just constantly do. Without thinking, just do. Because we could have done everything here. And look, if this trade goes correctly, every thought that you ever made up that it would not go correct was actually not necessary to do. Ligt hier nog kakao? So about 13, 40 more minutes and I'll get off just because I have the lessons in about. Ooh. Yeah, I was holding my I was holding my kakao upside down. Yeah, I'll put it outside. I do appreciate all of you that are here. If you have questions and something that I can help, let me know. I know I'm 100% sure most of. Look, all traders are smart people. I'm gonna be honest, all of them. The reason why is otherwise you wouldn't start with trading. You would be gambling. You would sit at the casino or do poker or something like that. Then you're less. Not that you're less smart then, but you need to do other stuff. Trading is not easy, so you need to understand candles. You need to understand liquidity. You need to understand movements. And actually, nobody teach you how to understand what goes internally on, because that's the only thing what we actually need to learn. If we can manage to control the inside, the outcome will flow easy. And that's the hardest, not the easiest part. I'll put you on you. Send a hi and I can actually, Anthony, this one should be new to here already. If I can see you. I believe I can't see you yet. General chat, maybe I can find you. Can you tell me your name on Discord? Yeah, we do need to have patience. Ah, Anthony. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I put you on new. So normally you can see almost everything, just bootcamp you can't see. The rest you should be able to. If you can't see all of the chats, let me know. Normally you should see resources, prop forums and exchanges, community chats with questions, the live sessions where we take and updates and everything. Just bootcamp you should not be able to see. All the rest is open for everybody normally. Also resources, trading books, mindsets, crypto books, anything that I have that can help your mindset. Oh yeah, Metro courses. This one actually should copy so that you can actually access this one too. Okay, I'll make a copy of the stuff, and those will be other resources. But well, I'll do this right away. Otherwise, I'll never remember. So this is one of them. This one in here. So to add to trade. The pre-orb. Everybody should be in here. You should be able to see everybody. Actually, be able to see this now. So I'll add the video from yesterday too, so you actually can see the last one. What I took. I'm still making a PDF from to change the delivery or state and delivery when we have that one. Info lessons replay. So I'll give you a copy of this one. So yeah. So this explains everything. So the last one is also a movie actually completely explained how to take that entry model. So these are the two entry models I'll take, and the adding is the part where actually you can use afterwards. But as long as the trade doesn't go correctly, we cannot add. And it's still at the same place. So the 5 minute did not invert yet. I heard somebody say this. Like I said, it only inverts actually once we tap that, once we got to this point. So then that 5 minute actually stopped working. So it's still valid. So this is actually, like I call this a protected stop. So what is a protected stop? So a stop that actually should not be broken if the market still is moving one direction. So actually the market was moving up. right here, it changed state because we had a 5-minute inverted after that low one. So we actually changed movements. And then here we actually continued down, but we did not break that low. So this was the fair value gap inside. And this actually, if this one should have gotten taken out, we actually moved down. As long as it does not take this one out, we're actually still in the same movement upwards. Oh, that makes sense, because this is very important to learn how candles move. If it did break this one, then we had the chance that actually the market went lower. As long as it did not break it, we are still in that sideways movement moving upwards. So we'll probably take out Asia high then. So this is Asia high for me. What I would love to see actually get taken. If we take this, then you can take the second entry model and then follow lower again. I believe that was the stop. Yeah, I got stopped. So I'll journal it. It just tapped me out by a quarter of a point. Okay, so we took the trade at 11:30. I got out at this candle here. That's 12:20. So that's -1. -1.05. $11 till, so now it moves higher, so that's good to see. Let's see what happens. 12:25. That was a short. But do yourself a favor and only take one entry kind of model. Making it 2-3 models is actually not easy for yourself to implement it. Oh, I did not take a screenshot. If you felt emotions also in it, look, I am journaling this. You can see -1, no sweep, no movement, slow market. So if we have a sweep of Asia high at 8, we actually have an 80% more chance that the market, if it goes down, that actually continues moving that way. Now we have that sweep here, what I actually wanted to see. Now the only thing is that I do have not a lot of time left for this stream. I'll try to, yeah. If we're lucky, the market does what it needs to be doing for us. What do I need after the sweep? So this is the sweep. I need a 1 minute change of state. So I need 1 minute that closes below this candle. So the last upwards candle, I need to change to close it below, and I need the fair value gap created out of it. If it continues to go lower, of course. So we need a time-based sweep. After that, we should create and change the state. So I do need a full body close under it. So I need to close complete. So there can be 2 candles too. If those 2 candles create a fair value gap, we can enter, put the stop at the top, and then target exactly the same. At least this low you can target then. Or this one, the move up. But because we have a very small stop, actually we can we can take it very far. Give it another. I'll stay on till quarter before. If we have the entry model, yes or no. If we don't, I will not be able to take it because I have to get off and do something different, of course. And also here, if you are not happy with the result that we made now today, also write down why. It's important for yourself to learn why you have certain feelings. So it actually swept itself again, so that's good to see. This is actually what I want to see. So we have a second sweep, immediately change of movement. If we get it close, we would have an FVG here that comes. This would be my entry model then. When it taps, stops at the high. Immediately when it taps, we need 2 more minutes, of course. It does need to tap that first fair value gap, and then we take it way lower. So you could make it 3 arches to this low. You know, it's a very close small stop, so that's only like an 8-point stop. So that means $16 per contract. We do need 2 more minutes because this one is now making the body of the fair value gap. The next one will create it. And I do need that 1 minute FVG, exactly. This is a win or not win. This is the last trade I'll take for the stream, of course. If we can take this all the way back to actually what I wanted to take the first time, to that daily gap. So this is that daily gap. So if we can take this all the way back to Asia low, that would have been a 13R. So you can have a huge amount of R collection just for one trade. This can take a while before we have that, before it enters, but I'll take a look at the chat in a minute. So we do need that FVG. So if we don't have one, we don't have the entry model. We do have them. So there is an FVG created, a very small one at this point. So entry would be up this. So that's the entry. I'm entering this. Short. Stops at the high. I'm in with this is the last trade I'll take. Win or not win. Close. So now I do want to see it fall immediately lower. Yeah, this does not actually end the outlook. Look like it wants to do that, but so just be patient. We will see what happens. Again, same thing. Be patient. Maybe I acted a bit soon because we did not have a full body close. Look, I thought there was a body close. The wick came back up. So actually, this trade was not valid, but it's okay. I'm in it, so I'm not gonna do anything left. So we do need actually a body close below it. And it's missed by a quarter of a point. But still, I'll stay in it. I'm in it now anyway, so this is the second entry model I'm actually talked about. If now this falls continually, first TP would be here at this low. That would be 23,785. So that will make at least already 3.5 R. This model only has like a 40% win rate. So do know that you could easily get not profit too. It just can happen. Like I said, win or not win, this is the last trade I'll take for the stream. I don't have the time for at this moment. If this one does go higher, we'll probably go to 23,900 or something like that. If this wants to go higher, that would be the next target for me. Oh, thank you. Sorry, was I still on the... Thank you for mentioning it. I wasn't watching chat. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I was still staring that the journal was nice. Yeah. So what I meant, so actually we needed this body close here. So this was my not seeing it correctly. So because we did not have actually a body close under the last upwards candle, we do not have actually a valid trade. Well, still will hold through it. It is what it is. I went in it, so this is also what you have to be adding to your journals. So human, do not always do it like a robot. So we are not robots, we are humans. So we can make some errors. It's always possible. And also that there would be okay with it. So that was a stop. So I'll journal this one too. That's another R that I gave to the market for today. Do have a max risk parameter too, how much you can actually give to the market. That was the one. Sweep. Asia. With a human error of not seeing our body close below the 1 minute. So this was a humanly not correctly move. Was my fault. Yeah, correct. So this is what the model did work because we didn't have that close under here. So we do need that full body close. Okay, I'll end the stream for today. I do need to get off because in 20 minutes I have to be at the boot camp to ask the questions, see if people have some for me. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. If I can enter this one again, we will see if I can. Yes or no, I'll post it in Discord anyways. You will see. Have a nice one. If you take not a profit, be okay with it. It's just a day by people, so the market did not want to give us what we actually want to see. That's all. We followed the model, so that's the only thing we should be happy with. That you actually followed the plan. The outcome will come from himself. And we just need to be patient again. That's all. Have a good one. Enjoy.